Hi guys, this video is going to be about Arch Linux, but you can scroll through the video. Let me first give you an intro, right? ArcoLinux is an ecosystem, is a university, is where you can learn things. And if you stick around for, let's say, between 4 and 5 years, you will realize that whatever distro you use, as long as it's Arch Linux based, you're golden, right? You have all the knowledge you can master in these videos, websites, and so on, with phases, learning phases, and all that. So the bottom line is, although we have so many great tools, in the sense of we give you, let's scroll down, we give you the knowledge to install 17 ways to install Arch. 17 ways, right? Basically, the end result is, if ArcoLinux and all the other projects here do not exist anymore, then there will be, let's hope, right? There will be still the Arch Linux ISO. As long as that exists, all the other Arch Linux based systems will survive. So, point is, we're all using Arch. We just have different choices and different packages and different apps. But let's start with Arch. Arch Linux ISO, it's now the 7th, so the 1st of every month there's a new Arch Linux ISO. And I'd like to try something else. I'd like to play with something. And the idea is, what if, let's make a template, clone this thing. This is pure Arch. Where is it coming from? arcolinux.org. You go download it or torrent it. And mine is already in the projects folder, where there is this, it's all Arch Linux. At some point in time, I do hope you realized that whatever name you see here, right, just go through them. It's all Arch, right? So the Arch Linux official ISO is gonna be here, gonna be here. That's one from 4.01, right? And now we open it up. Best way to learn is stay for, I don't know, a few years, months, whatever you like, on virtual machine. Whatever you choose to have on whatever system you want to run it on, but get to know how everything works via virtual machine and stick around on whatever you master at this point in time, whether it be Windows, Mac, or another Linux distro, right? And gradually learn and maybe make some scripts and take the baby steps. Don't start running a marathon. First baby steps, then learn to walk, right? So this is pure Arch, meaning BE does not make sense. BE is an alias that we have on the Arco install. First off, maybe let me type something. I always forget, so I've written it down. Set font tar v18n, and then this should be a minus. Well, I hope you can read this better. It's 18 font. And then we're gonna go for load keys BE Latin, because hey, Belgium has AZERTY keys, and bingo. So this is Arch. I don't need any of this. I don't need IWCTL because I'm not connected with Wi-Fi. This is a virtual machine. LAN cable goes to the switch, to the router, voila, and we're off. So what I need to type is Arch install, and if you want something more, you can type advanced behind it. The extra line of word advanced means that you can add the parallel downloads, which is important. Okay, so Arch install advanced. The reason I'm here is for an idea. I have Belgian keyboard, still have BE Latin 1. So I select it. I tell everybody, guys, use English. There's lots of terms to DuckDuckGo with in English. I mean, you get so many more hits, millions of hits not in my own language, not in your mother tongue, right? If it's English, it's good. Mirrors repositories. I'm living in Belgium, but Sweden is the soft spot for us. That's fastest service for us. This configuration, partitioning, manual, this, then X4, sure, that's good. I'd like to try disk encryption. So, encryption type is LUX, encryption password is this, very complex password. Do I need to do something here? Yes. Okay. HSM, no idea. Okay. So that would be my encryption type and password. Back. Looks good, right? And we'll see what happens. Swap on ZRAM enabled or not, right? You decide. Bootloader, I'm gonna go for grub. What can I, well actually it should be another video. Can I do system deboot and encrypt? Can I do grub and encrypt? Can I do this and encrypt? And can I do, is there a difference, right? Well, maybe we should start with system deboot. All right, for the rest it's just routine. Password for the root. We are gonna create Eric as user with a nice password, and he wants to be super user. Profile, I'll always take XFC because that gives me something to watch, to see, right? Graphics driver, I don't do anything, but we could, right? This is VMware VirtualBox, so voila. Greeter, blah, right? SDM, back, audio, pipewire, kernels, network, sure, parallel downloads. That's the advanced thing. Without advanced, you don't see that. I'm these days on 30, used to be on 21, used to be on 15, used to be on 10, used to be on 8, used to be on nothing. Choices. You choose. Voila. Done. And then we wait if it will work or not. Now, this is pure Arch, right? It pays off. Well, first of all, here is the one ISO based on the Arch Linux, so the Archway installation without Calamares. So the Arch Linux ISO, there's the Archway installation. So you type your commands, right? Same thing, Arch install, but then the script, and that's where I want to go to. The github.com. I will be able to type it. Arch Linux Arch install. Oops, not with this thing. This is where you should go with all your issues and problems when you're using Arch install ISO, right? Then, yeah, these are the guys, right? These are the developers. You can have a look at the inside. Who is doing what? Those are the guys that are creating the code. 14 authors have pushed 29 commits, etc. What we've done is basically forked this and created an Arco install. So the Arco install ISO is something we've done. So this link is basically our take on the same scripts, and we keep everything the same. That's the goal anyway, right? Except the default profiles. We want desktops to be our desktops, our awesome, our BSPWM, because it's called Arco install, not Arch install. So this is ready to be tested. We reboot. Do we see an encryption with system deboot on an EFI system? Let's first stop on the machine, close, power off, get rid of the ISO that's in here, and then boot up again. We got this. And there's no question for There is a question for, haha, there is a question for the password. Without the password, nobody can access this hard disk. SDA2, which is the root. SDA1 is the boot EFI. So that's working. Wayland, don't do that yet. And you get yourselves an XFC. This is the normal XFC look. Ls block. This is what we get. And it says here, crypt. Duff is a nice application, but it should be there, of course, should be installed. But on Arch, Yay is not available. Paru is not available. Trizon is not available. So Duff is probably not available either. Let's see if it's already in there. Repos. The only two repos we have now is core and extra. Sudo pacman -s duff. I think it is. Yes. This gives us a nicer overview of what's in there. Right. So the boot. Also 1 gig. We've chosen for 2 gig. There we go again. Choices. Each distro makes their own choice. Well, still some room, right? 13%, it's not much. 3.8 gig, and we have an operating system. Voila. Wanted to test that. 11 minutes. What we could do is do exactly the same thing. So this was system deboot. Do exactly the same thing with grub, and it's in one video. What if I wanted to test if we can use the ArcoLinux ISO, choose for grub, encrypt. Will that work too? It's always about choices. Well, what do you want then? So load keys, there we go again, PE. So figure out what keys you need. There's the Arch Wiki to help you in that respect, but you Google the forums in your own language, native language, right? And you'll soon know, oh, it's that code, and that's it. Advanced. I'm gonna type advanced, otherwise I can't set. And it's will the parallel downloads, and it will affect my installation time. And I don't want that. X4, yes, always trustworthy. X4, Lux, password, there we go, there we go. This and this. And this one, I don't know what this is yet, maybe we should Google it. Sorry, DuckDuckGo it. This time let's say yes, right? Bootloader, there we go, grub. And then the rest is again. Oops, this happens when you're too fast, right? Escape, wait for it, I can get out. Oh, it's good that you see this. Voila, now we have something that doesn't exist. We can delete this guy and then start again from fresh. So I thought about guys who are too quick like me. Confirm, so that's good. Profile type, desktop, XFCE, graphics driver, and then greeter. Yes, let's keep, I don't know, let's do slick greeter. Alright, back. Audio, pulse audio this time. Network, parallel downloads, 30. Time zone, Sweden. No, not Sweden, Eric. Brussels. Epla, right? How fast can it be? You can rewatch and time the video. I mean, it's so fast that we have a complete system up and running in Arch. If only people watched more videos, right? If only people have a look at, I don't know, let's see if we can find playlists. YouTube. My name is Eric Dubois. Eric Dubois. Yeah. Now, if you heard the name, there are so many bad names, they pronunciations they do, and it's all okay. It doesn't matter. So, ArcoLinux playlist, 205 videos about Arch. I mean, sure, I think I've did my best to promote Arch, right? So keep using this one. That's an important message, not that one. That's the trillions of videos. This is just our little slice of heaven on YouTube, right? And that's it. And we can focus on some things here. ButterFS, how many videos there? 9, and Cinnamon 11. And sometimes I make these playlists. So playlists are here. Of course, the search is not our search, is the search from Arch. So sometimes it's weird. So ArcoLinux, 3 names. I do Control F, find, because voila, it's all ArcoLinux, big Linux. So a lot of things. You can also do Arch space Linux, 18 hits. So that's a lot more. Build your own ArcoLinux to install Plasma 6. Look at that, there's so much knowledge, right? Even changed ArcoLinux into an Endeavour OS, I see. ArcoLinux app, it's all ArcoLinux. Have a look around. So many videos, so many knowledge, so much knowledge. Yo, he's doing his bit. I think that was sound system there. You see, it's so fast, right? That's how operating systems should be. Fast downloads, fast installations. Why settle for less? Reboot. Probably, no, it's okay. He knows. It did not go to the CD-ROM, to the ISO. And there we go. Grub works as well. Wait for it. And then it says, okay, the password is correct. Let's boot up. And we have 18 minutes in the video. I mean, that's nothing, right? I've installed 2 times in 18 minutes. I've installed twice an operating system. I mean, sure. Give credit where credit is due, right? We need to install some stuff. I was just thinking with that, well, keep this configuration with only 90 minutes in the video. There is so much you can do, right? There are wallpapers to install, icons to do, applications to install. But why would I burden myself with manual labor, basically, right? Why not? Let's see, git. Git is not found. Sudo pacman -s yyu and install me git. Git is now installed. Git clone https, create something similar. Go copy paste what I have made. ArcoLinux Nemesis. This ArcoLinux Nemesis thing has nothing to do with ArcoLinux. I know, things grow. ArcoLinux Nemesis is about taking control on ALCI, ArchLinux, ArchBang, ArchCraft, ArchMan, Area, Riser, Artix, Big Linux, CashOS, and let you read. But that's all Arch. It's taking control as well on Alma Linux, Arduino OS, Debian, Fedora, FreeBSD, Lambda. I mean, it's all Linux. At some point in time, you realize it's just a choice. Choose what you want, choose what you're happy with, security, stability, speed, whatever it is that makes you tick. They say that's the one, right? Stick with it. And because, hey, this basically at some point in time I said, I want this chat WM, which is a fork of DWM. I want this on anything, right? And one of those moments I installed all of this, tested it out. I wanted to have chat WM also on NixOS. You see? So basically this GitHub project is about taking control wherever I go. If Arch, and that was in the videos that I've made, if ArcoLinux at some point in time say we stop, all I need is a Linux, one of those, right, as a back end, and then chat WM on top with the applications you like and love, the browsers, the editors, etc. And off you go. So that thing is now here. I'm gonna see what's in there, and the only thing I type is 0. And in 0, I define what my current choices are, because Linux is all about choices. What application do you want? Here is the first choice. Do you want to install chat WM? Yeah, right? Because it has been my desktop for 2 years now, I think. And a year before that, it was left WM. So we change. It's okay. It's good to change. And in this, well, you could have a look at all the contents, of course, but just let me show you this. Do you think I've made already a video about ArcoLinux Nemesis? What do you think, right? You go here, ArcoLinux Nemesis. This is one, has been rewritten. Sit down, make your own, best advice ever, right? Sit down, make it your own. Holiday coming up, decide, now I'm gonna make it, right?